Hey, good morning. This is attorney Drew Page with the law firm Randall Page. Out on my morning walk, just dropped my glove, picked that up. I was awakened to the news from the Georgia Senate runoff this morning that looks like one senator has already won for the Democratic Party. The other one's in limbo. Although both of them are pretty close, they're probably both close enough for a recount. But it seems that the big push was to get these $2,000 stimulus checks. That's what Biden was pushing for. That's what the Democrat senators were pushing for. So the big deal in Georgia apparently was to get these $2,000 handouts. But what does that mean long term? What does that mean financially in the long term? What about for tax implications? Well, one of the big tax implications that they've come up with is to eliminate the step up in basis. And you say, what is that? Is that a dance move or something? No, it's not. It's a IRS, Internal Revenue Code term for when someone inherits a property. So let's say you're looking for a house and you see a house is on the market for $100,000. So you buy it. That $100,000 when you purchase the house is the basis in the property. So let's say 10 years from now, you sell it for $200,000. If you sell it for $200,000, the new basis is $200,000. So you would be taxed at the difference between $100,000 and $200,000, which is $100,000. That's what you would be paying taxes on. But let's say that your parents bought a house back in the 50s for $50,000. And they passed away today, and the house is now worth $100,000. So you inherit the home with a basis of $100,000. So if you sell it 10 years from now for $200,000, instead of having the initial basis of when your parents bought it at 50, which would be a taxable increase of $150,000, you pick up their basis. You get a step up in basis to $100,000. So you would only pay taxes on the difference between $100,000 and $200,000. As you can see, that's a pretty big benefit, especially for middle-class people. For middle-class people, their home is their biggest investment. So if they eliminate the step-up in basis from an inheritance of a family member, that could have huge implications of tax consequences, far beyond $2,000 stimulus checks. So why are we so short-sighted on these things? We always look at the immediate, don't we? We need something in our hand right now, but we don't think about the long term. If they pass and remove the step up in basis, you're going to wish you had traded that $2,000 stimulus check so that you can keep your taxes the way they are. Look it up. Don't take my word for it. Look up Biden's proposal to eliminate the step up in basis. You say, oh, well, that's just for the rich folks. No, that's for you when your parents bought a house back in the 50s and you inherit it. The baby boomer generation is the largest generation we have. So there's going to be a big inheritance boom in the next few years for millennials and Gen Xers who are going to inherit their homes of their parents. But instead of being able to inherit it with that step up in basis, they're going to be paying the initial taxes on the initial price that the parents paid for it, which is insane. So make sure that you understand what the trade-off is. That's very basic IRS tax law and estate law, which we handle at Randall Page. By the way, you can reach me at my Suffolk office, 757-935-9065, and my website, www.randallpagelaw.com, and my email, drewpage@randallpagelaw.com, and we can help you with your estate plan, with your inheritance stuff, with wills and trusts, and we can guide you through these processes. So as these developments in the law change, we'll keep